truth is, a lot of y'all just hate your hair. The truth is, y'all hate y'all hair, y'all hate yourselves, and that's just what it is. Hey y'all, it's SheRea, what's up? Back with another video. I wanted to come in and talk to y'all about some unpopular opinions. I haven't done a type of video like this in a few months. If you haven't seen my previous video, you can definitely check it out. I'm just going to be saying a lot of random stuff in this video. And if you vibe with it, you vibe with it. And if you don't, you don't. It's okay. I don't need you to agree with me. I don't care. Definitely be sure to share your unpopular opinions down below. Let me know what you think. But if you're new here and you've never seen my face, but you like my face, and definitely be sure to subscribe so you can stick around and maybe get some more content like this because I'm a clown. And give the video a thumbs up. A like goes such a long way to support my channel. But enough long talking. Let's say some things. Actually, before we go into my unpopular opinions, is my hair not cute? Like, is this twist out not giving everything? Like, get into it though. Get into it. Get into it. I'll definitely link all the products that I use to achieve this beautiful twist out, including this lovely blow dryer. Shout out to the Skin Research Institute for sending me the SRI Dry Q and for sponsoring this portion of the video. The SRI Dry Q is the most powerful yet compact dryer I've ever seen. It has multiple settings depending on your needs, and it comes with multiple attachments, although I do wish it came with a comb or a pick. It has a cool shot option, and the attachments are magnetized so they don't easily fall off like other dryers. And have you ever changed your blow dryer settings by mistake midway through your blow dry session? But this dryer also has a lock feature, so it never happens again. And the most unique feature, in my opinion, is that it easily folds on itself, making it perfect for travel and small spaces in your home. I like how it just transforms my fine hair into a full, luscious fro. And the SRI Dry Q does it quickly and safely without compromising the health of my hair. And it's very simple to use. You just turn it on, choose your settings, and you're ready to dry and stretch your hair in no time. I like concentrating the heat at my roots and my mid-shaft to elongate my hair. This makes sure that I don't mess up the definition at my ends, but I still get the fro that I always want. Just look how shrunken my bangs are, but no worries, we'll fix it in a second. By running the dryer down the length of my hair, I create the shape and fullness that I desire, and I like my fro to be nice and big. The SRI Dry Q is going to do it every time. And thanks again to the Skin Research Institute for supporting my channel. Learn more and get your own SRI Dry Q by clicking the link in my description box. Now let's keep on talking. This is probably going to be one of my most unpopular opinions in this video, but I just have to say it. And I mean no harm, but the Little Mermaid was just okay. A solid 7. The Little Mermaid was not that great. I think much of the hype around the movie is really based on people's nostalgia with the original film. Sure, it was cute, sure, it was sweet, but really it was that our childhood was reimagined. I really think that's what the hype is about, because the film itself, it's just okay. It was just okay. Now don't get me wrong, I am so happy and ecstatic for Halle Bailey. This is life-changing. This is historic as the first Black mermaid, the first Black woman, Black person to play Ariel. So I will definitely not take away from how historic this is, how amazing this is for the culture. But beyond that, it was giving basic. It was giving basic. That girl can sing her butt off. She is a talent. She is literally a light. But besides that, honestly, if Halle wasn't the main character, I just don't think we would be so hype about it. And that's the beautiful thing about Black people. We gonna ride for each other, okay? When we make it to the big screen, we're going to show up. We're going to hype things. We're going to get the box sale out of control. Like, we're really going to show up for ourselves. That's one thing I love about our culture, our people. And I don't know if a lot of my frustration comes from the fact that I am Caribbean, because Sebastian, now David Diggs. Now David. David. What was it? What was that, David? And like, David knew he was awful. He knew it within himself that he was awful. But he doubled down on his foolishness to legitimize how awful his performance was. Here's the thing, David. No one is knocking that check. Because either way the check is going to clear, I would just respect you more to be like, yeah, we got bills. Because we do. A pack of salmon at Costco is $34, David. I get it. It's tough out here. My problem with it was that Disney gave us a black Ariel and everything else was thrown together or an afterthought. In the year of our Lord 2023, there's just no excuse that this is okay to put on a horrible Jamaican Trini blend accent when there are so many Jamaican, Trinidadian, St. Lucian actors and actresses that could have done this. It's just wild to me. Why are we still doing this in 2023? Like, we've come so far, but have we? And watching the movie honestly made me go back to the original. And Sebastian in the original was also cringe, but I was also 3 years old, you know? But as an adult in her 30s, I went back and watched the original, and it was cringy, but it was less cringy. And David just didn't even try. I'm pretty sure he did his best. He trained for months, but it was a mess. I tried. I pulled from my Jamaican and Trini friends. Just hire Jamaican and Trini people. The kingdom is in the Caribbean. The kingdom is in the Caribbean. And people are Caribbean. And Sebastian is Caribbean. Sure, he's imaginary. Sure, crabs can't talk. But it's still rooted in the reality of a culture, a people, a language. You know who I would have chosen to play Sebastian? The lady that washed Ariel. Actress number 256 who watched Ariel would have been a better Sebastian, because her accent sounded pretty authentic. And this may seem for non-Caribbean people to be trivial. In this day and age, it's just unacceptable. So when it comes to culture, linguistics, it's important. That Caribbeanness is important to tell a story. So I don't think non-Caribbean people may be as offended or annoyed with Sebastian. But for the Caribbean delegation, I'm just going to speak for the Caribbean delegation. Sebastian was a no. Sebastian was a no. Sebastian was a no. The best character for me, honestly, was Ursula. And I don't know if it's because I see myself within Ursula, because in my mind, Ursula is a big black woman, right? So, and I think that Sis did what she needed to do. I honestly imagined Ursula to look different, but Sis brought it to me. Ursula was my favorite part of the movie. Ursula is always my favorite part of the movie. After all these years, I think Ursula still needs her own spin-off. I think she is the character in The Little Mermaid. She keeps things spicy. She makes it fun. She keeps it exciting. And I felt the same. She was the reason the film got a 7, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. That's not to take away from anyone else. But Ursula is always going to be that girl. But let me know your opinions on the film if you watched it. If you haven't watched it and it's still in the theater, definitely watch it. I'm all in support of supporting and rallying behind the film because of its main actress. But that doesn't mean that I can't critique it and share my opinion on it. The film in some parts was tone deaf, condescending, dismissive of an entire culture of people, entire region really of people, and that's just never gonna be okay with me. I can't separate my black girl magic from my fungi. You know what I mean? Like, I can't separate my black girl magic from my okra. It's just a part of me, and it just wasn't okay in my opinion. So whatever, girl. This video should go up in the month of June, and as you know, if you don't know, June is Pride Month, and if you have a problem with June being Pride Month, who cares? I don't know if I've been clear enough on my channel or been outward enough about it on my channel. There hasn't been an opportunity for me to be direct about it, as I tend to talk about beauty mostly on my channel, but I do not condone or support homophobia or transphobia on my channel. That will never ever fly here. This is not a safe zone for that on my channel, and it's crazy I gotta bring this up, but when I use neutral terminology to talk about certain topics, as in when I talked about period panties and I said anyone can have periods, some folks as of late, because the video has gotten a bit of traction, have resorted to saying some very transphobic things in the comments. Here's the thing, I don't care what you believe, I don't care what faith or religion guides you, because all of us have to come to this understanding that we all don't have the same faiths and we all don't have the same religion, and the things that guide your moral compass or that direct your life choices isn't the same for everybody else. We can agree to disagree on our favorite hair products. We can agree to disagree on our favorite lip liners. We can agree to disagree on our favorite toners. We cannot agree to disagree on basic human rights, and that's just not going to be accepted on my channel. And I know it's not popular to be outward about this, but I'm always going to be a safe space for non-binary and queer people. And I don't consider myself to be an ally. I don't name myself as such, but I've known within myself, as long as I've known myself, that people are allowed to live how they want to and love who they choose to, if it doesn't hurt anyone else. And someone loving the same sex, someone choosing a gender that's different to the sex that they're assigned at birth, is not hurting anyone. And that is what I believe. And if you don't believe in basic human decency, then you don't have to be a subscriber to my channel. I don't want to be a safe space to spew homophobia and transphobia. I will not accept it. Someone commented on one of my videos and saying, don't follow her because she's going to delete and block people that don't agree with her. Yes! It's my channel, baby. It's my channel, babe. And yes, we can agree to disagree on basic shit, but we cannot agree to disagree on human decency. We just cannot. Absolutely not. If your faith and religion would rather punish, prosecute, judge, and shame people that live differently than you, then you don't have to share space or be in community with me. I want to be in community with people that lead with love. And that's all I'm about. Point blank period. Point blank period. That's what it's about. Yes, I will block or delete anyone that threatens my safe space and the safe space of those who I consider to be in community with. Point blank period. It is what it is. No need to comment. You can see yourself out. If you do not lead and live with love, I will not hate to see you go. Please leave. Please leave. There are so many spaces on the internet where you can be in community with people that think the way you do. Go talk to them. Go spew hate with them. It's not going to be accepted here. It's just not. Not this Pride Month or ever. Thank you so much. Now let's talk about a hair topic. Let's talk about women going back to relaxers. And this has honestly been a thing that we've seen over the last year or so. But in my mind, at least, maybe I'm more conscious of it. I think women are going back to relaxers in droves at this point. Every time I look around, someone is getting a relaxer. And actually, someone actually messaged me yesterday about wanting to go back to a relaxer because isn't the hair is doesn't look good consistently. So they thought about going back to relaxer. And honestly, even as a natural hair person, someone that's been natural over a decade, someone that creates natural hair content, I told her to get a relaxer. I said, do it. And she was like, well, I'm not going to do it because my hair is going to thin out and it's going to be a mess. And I was like, exactly. Our first response when our natural hair isn't doing what it needs to do is to relax it. When relaxing isn't the answer, has never been the answer, but if that's what you feel you need to do, then do it. I'm personally not against anyone getting a relaxer. I'm not like in support of relaxers, I'll say, but I'm also not against them at the same time because grown people are going to do what grown people are going to do. I'm definitely not a proponent of using relaxers, but I'm also not going to condemn someone for using relaxer, right? People are going to do what they want to do regardless of everything. People are going to smoke, they're going to drink, they're going to eat Doritos, they're going to do all kinds of things that's not good for them because that's who we are as human beings. And I just am not going to be policing grown people. That's just how I live my life. But I think, you know, a lot of people say they go back to relaxers because of maintenance and ease. And for me, and I'm just going to keep it 100, I think people are going back to relaxers because they never loved their hair and they never accepted their hair. A lot of people went natural because it was a fad, it was a trend back in 2012, 2013, 2014 when the natural hair community really picked up steam. People were ditching relaxers because of the pressures of society, right? Black women as a group were deciding that we no longer wanted to be relaxed, wanted to embrace our natural hair. So people got caught up in that movement, right? In that push to go back to our roots, to return to our natural hair. And I think a lot of people did it without really unlearning the negative things that we thought about our hair. What I always say is that we conditioned our hair, but we didn't recondition the mind. We conditioned our hair, but we never reconditioned our mind. So we bought the products, we watched the YouTube videos, we did the twist outs, but we never considered or really thought critically about what it means to return natural, to no longer chemically process your hair, to undo centuries of oppression, centuries of negative self-talk about our hair, right? And that's why when our hair isn't doing what we want it to do, where it didn't grow to the length we thought it would, where it wouldn't detangle as fast as we thought, or the afro didn't look as good as we thought it should go, our first response is to get a relaxer. Because we have unrealistic expectations of what our hair will do and can do. We're so anti-black that we don't even understand black hair that grows from our scalp. I had to learn and remind myself often that my hair and everyone's hair, not just my hair, not just my black hair, but everyone's hair, regardless of your race or ethnicity, is not always going to do what you want it to do. Sometimes the twist out is going to be like this and it's going to slay. And sometimes the twist out is going to be a nay. And that's why we got head wraps. That's why we got puffs. That's why we got low buns. That's why we got wigs. Say what you want about wigs. They can be a protective style. They can also be a crutch, but that's a whole different video. But I had to learn and understand that everyone's hair isn't going to always be easy, right? And I'm not going to sit here and pretend that natural hair ain't no bunch of work, right? Because it is. Some of us have hair that takes a lot. My hair takes a lot to finger detangle, takes a lot to deep condition. I don't have low maintenance hair. We'll talk about that maybe in a second. I don't have low maintenance hair. I have very high maintenance hair. So it takes a lot for me to maintain my hair. But it was the same when I was relaxed. People have such a romanticized version or idea of being relaxed. When I was relaxed, my hair did not grow past my neck. Granted, if I did relax today, I know a lot more than I knew back then. I wouldn't relax it every 6 weeks. I would do a lot more protein treatments. I put my bond builder in there. I think I could probably grow out long, healthy, relaxed hair. Probably could, right? I wouldn't. I don't need to. I love my natural hair. I love the volume. But I could probably maintain my relaxed hair differently, right? But my relaxed hair was always in a ponytail. Always in a ponytail, to the point that I've thinned my edges permanently from always wearing my hair pulled back, and also being burned on my edges when I was getting relaxers. I have permanent issues with my hair that going natural, returning to natural, did not undo. Those things will always be a part of my hair. The thinness on my edges from being burned by relaxer and wearing my hair in a ponytail every day. I wore ponytails every day because my hair didn't look cute down. I sweat in my scalp, and you know sweat in the scalp does not work for a relaxer. It gets stiff, it gets dry looking, it don't have no body. So my hair was always in a ponytail. I was relaxed for 3 years of my life, and I didn't have beautiful hair days. My hair was often a mess. My hair was a mess. A freaking mess. I don't think the true issue is the time, the ease, the maintenance. I think the true issue is self-hate. I don't think we've ever really address our anti-blackness. We thought that literally cutting off a relaxer was enough, and it wasn't. Cutting off a relaxer is only the first step to challenging anti-blackness. There's just so much that we have to do. We have to do so much work to recondition the mind. And a lot of us didn't do so. Our hair has always been a burden because we've allowed it to be a burden. The truth is, a lot of y'all just hate your hair. The truth is, y'all hate y'all hair, y'all hate yourselves, and that's just what it is. Point blank, period. A lot of y'all have not done the work, will never do the work, and here we are. And we never do the work. We're never the problem. It's always something else. Our hair isn't the problem. We're the problem. I almost forgot about this, and maybe this is a matter of age, but a lot of y'all favorite TikTok people be stealing. And again, I don't know if they just don't know, but a lot of the content, the ideas that a lot of these people are regurgitating and spewing as their own, they really got from the OGs here on YouTube. Damn, like, are y'all so young? Y'all just have never watched YouTube a day in your life? Like, at 22 years old, have you just never watched YouTube? Ever? Before there was TikTok, there was YouTube. Like right now, mini twists are trending and people are acting like, oh my god, this is the style of the summer. Mini twists are the style. And I'm just like, is it just that I'm old? Because I'm saying this is an unpopular opinion and that I'm kind of peeved, but maybe it's just a matter of age, because mini twists have gone viral every year for the last decade. Every year, a mini twist tutorial goes viral. Every year. And has been for the last decade. And somehow, it's like this year, mini twists are on the rise. Mini twists are a staple of the natural hair community. When I first went natural, all I ever did was mini twists. Now I can't be bothered. I'm too lazy. I'm an OG. I've been natural too long to ever do mini twists again. We literally just steal the ideas and the creativity of people that look like us as our own. Like, we literally Christopher Columbus the natural hair community. We have Christopher Columbus the natural hair community. The fact that folks are rediscovering aloe vera gel and rediscovering a full wash and go and rediscovering mini twists is giving Columbus. How do we not give credit and pay homage to the people that paved the way? Put some respect on the OGs, because a lot of what we know and we've come to appreciate about the natural hair community came from creators that look like us. I don't get it. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. The amnesia in the short form community is kind of crazy to see from the outside looking in. Those are my unpopular opinions. Those are things I wanted to get off my chest. I think I said enough. Like I said, let me know your unpopular opinions down below. Maybe we'll do this again. Let me know if you enjoyed it, and if you did, give it a thumbs up. But that's it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and be well until next time. Peace. Bye, y'all.